Empower the people you lead to make decisions on their own. Hey guys, it's Dan Greer with Forge. I'm coming at you today to chat all about empowering the people you lead to make a difference on their own. How do you empower the people you lead? That's the first question I'm going to ask you. Well, the way I empower the people I lead is I give everybody who works directly for me a certain amount of authority. And here's what I mean by authority. It's not the kind of authority you're thinking of. I can't hire or fire people. I say that if the decision costs us less than $100, if it costs less than $100, you are empowered to make that decision on your own. So if it's keeping the client or losing a client, it's a $100 decision. I'm going to empower you to have the ability to spend that $100 or credit that client up to $100. If it's over $100 decision, then we have a completely different way that we're going to handle this. But up to $100, you can do it. And then my supervisors actually get up to $1,000 when it comes to stuff like that. If you move into a managerial supervisor position, you get that $1,000 grace or buffer or whatever you want to call it. And so I just want you to kind of think about that for a second, give you $1,000 for supervisors, and that empowers them to make those decisions, right? The other thing that I do to empower people is I trust them. When they make a decision, I might ask them why they did it. Why did you do it this way? Why'd you do it this way? What happened? What caused you to make this decision? But I don't question the outcome. Cool. What did you learn from this? If it's a mistake that happened, my next thing is, sweet. What did you learn? What did you learn? And I want them to tell me what they learned. Because if they can't tell me what they learned, then we need to have a different conversation about it, right? So I empower them to make decisions. Then when it's a mistake, I don't make them feel bad. What I do instead is I ask them why they did what they did and then what they learned from it. And so it's more inquisitive than anything else. That's it. That's all it is. It's just inquisitive. That's all I'm trying to do. And that's how I empower my people. I also stand behind them. When they get out there and they have something that happens and they need help with something, you know what I do? I stand behind them. I go, hey, we're here. I'm here to help you. What can I do to make your life easier? I show them that I'm there for them as a leader. So when you empower people, it makes all the difference in the world, because when you're empowering them to grow, when you're empowering them to learn, when you're empowering them to move to that next step, to take that next thing, it makes all the difference in the world as to their success or their failure. And that's what I want you to realize, is that their success is your success. And that, my friends, is huge. Because when your people succeed, you succeed. When they win, you win. And that's really what I want you to understand. That's really where I want to go with this, is that I just want you to understand that empowering your team has never been easier, and there's ways to do it. And honestly, one of the best ways you can empower your team is by investing in their future, right? Send them to a leadership class. Send them to a leadership seminar for 2 days. Pay for them to be there. Pay for them to be in that class. Take your whole team to it, not just one person. Because here's the thing. When you go by yourself, that's great. That's amazing. But do you truly learn everything you need to learn when you're there by yourself, when it's your team that actually needs the help? Right? And the answer is no, you don't, because now then you got to go back and share all that information with your team instead of having those conversations at night, instead of having those conversations throughout the day. So if you get the opportunity to take your team to a leadership conference, do it. Don't hesitate. You guys, grab a copy of my book, Grit, Grease, and Grace, Leadership Forged in the Trenches. It'll teach you how to empower yourself, empower your team. And then heck with that, grab a couple copies, share them with your team, empower them by reading. Be like, hey, let's go through this book together. Do it. All right. Ciao, you guys later.